This is my garden. I live in the middle of Sweden at a place called Edsvära. You can see there isn't much spring happening, but we do have a bit of purple over there, which is some crocuses starting to come. The pups bit is because of my 3 dogs. There we have Maisie. Hi Maisie. And there we have old Vera, who seems to have found something to eat. Vera is 15. Hello. And they're Polish lowland sheepdogs, and we also have Tam Tam because of the way she gallops. Say hello, Tam Tam. She's a Spanish water dog. So that's the pups part of it. Now, I do actually do a bit of mudlarking, and I do that mostly in my molehills, which are absolutely enormous. Unfortunately, it's frozen, so I can't show you the kicking method of mudlarking in any great detail, but I tend to do that. As you can see, not much is happening, but you do actually turn up quite a lot of stuff, because this is very old agricultural ground. People have been living around here, well, since ever, and I do find quite a lot of pottery shards, mostly from the early 20th century, some from earlier, and some that I can't identify. They're probably really old, but I'll show you the ones that I've collected in a plate here. I'm not very good at taking care of them, but you'll see that here we have some bits and pieces. It's a fairly recent one, something from the 1920s. We did actually have a pottery at a place called Lidköping, which isn't very far away from here, which has been making things since the 1700s, and quite a lot of that pottery does tend to turn up. And the interesting thing is that you can find bits of the same plate all over the garden. This one and the other one I showed you before there. They're not the same, are they? Anyway, they're 2 bits of the same. I found them in completely different parts of the garden, so I don't know how they managed to get so separated, but I have also some miniature pigs, and they're very good at finding things in their paddock. So that's the babes and the mudlarking. I'll just quickly show you that the harps comes from this. Look, harps, everybody. I built harps. I had a company called Nordic Harps, which isn't online any longer because I took it down at the end of last year, for 20 years after I burned out as a psychiatrist at the end of the 20s, and have been doing that for a long time. Got a bit of arthritis in my hands, can't be bothered with the dust any longer, so I stopped doing that. I do still play, and I have a choir. But then I started making babies instead. Not in the traditional way, but making reborn babies, as they're called, which look very scary when you're first making them. And quite a lot of people think they're scary anyway. But if you're doing a good job, they're actually very sweet. So here we have a couple that I've made. This one is Gabriel. This one is Charlie. There are hundreds and thousands of different models. You buy a vinyl kit, you put them together. This one is called Maylene. Say hello. And this happy girl is Tori. These 2 are made by the same artist, a very clever sculptor called Ping Lau in America. So now you know why I have all the long name for my channel. I'm thinking it'll probably get streamlined a bit later on, but until I get rid of dogs or harps or babies or something, which isn't quite unlikely, it'll carry on like that. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed seeing a little trip around my house in the middle of Sweden, and please come and see me. Bye.